Hello everyone, welcome to part 8 of Browsing Through Tubi Movies. And if you haven't seen part 7 yet, definitely check that one out where I go through the romantic movies. I filmed it literally yesterday morning, but then it took forever. It literally took all day until, I don't know, late in the middle of the night for the thing to be uploaded. So yeah, part 7 is up and this is part 8, and today we're going through the westerns, cowboy. And who knows how long this is going to be, probably be as long as the romantic. I don't know how many of these western movies are going to be on here. So here's the first batch. We're going to see some John Wayne stuff, and some obscure ones, some well-known ones. Who knows if we're going to see well-known ones. Netflix usually has the more well-known westerns. Let's continue down the list. And I don't watch a lot of westerns, so many of these I'm never going to hear of. Like Broken Arrow with James Stewart. When is this from? 1950? Huh. And some like titles with similar ones, like A Fistful of Lead, like Fistful of Dollars. So Any Bullet Will Do, The Trail, The Last Days of Billy the Kid. So far, I haven't heard any of these. Blake Kenny Rogers as The Gambler, Death Rides a Horse, Sitting Bull, Common Outlaws, Grey Wolf, Decision at Sundown, Blood on the Arrow, No Man's Land, Bite the Bullet with Gene Hackman, Iron Brothers, Blood Moon. Is that a western? Looks like maybe it takes place in a western. I never heard of that one. Elvis. Is that really Elvis Presley as a cowboy? Blood Rain 2. I don't remember the first Blood Rain being a western. Weird. Same deal with the romantic films. There's certain films that are added in this category you don't think of, like maybe it was some mistake. Yuma. The Grand Duo built another Billy the Kid movie. Legend of the Lone Ranger. Sledge. An Eye for an Eye. Boot Hill. Gone with the West. God's Gun. Any Last Words? Zorro could be western? I don't know. Sorry, that stupid update notification on my phone popped up. I'm gonna have to update this phone again. I'll probably do it probably in the middle of the night. Young Mr. Lincoln. Road to Hell. Was another John Wayne one. Yeah, John Wayne was like the king of westerns for a long time. The Lion Kid, I think we saw that in the family movies. Silver Saddle. 26 Men. John Wayne again. Becoming Bulletproof. Branded a Coward. Across the Plains. Wildlife of the West. Dead West. Another Kenny Rogers. Gambler. I don't know what this one is. The Deadly Companions. One-Eyed Jacks. John Wayne Story. The Early Years. The Bar Hounds. The Buffalo Bill, Donner Pass, Bar Hounds of Alaska, the Frontiersman. You could tell these are some of the old westerns and just some probably new obscure ones mixed in. Because during the period of time in the '60s, like during the John Wayne years and Clint Eastwood years, There were a lot of westerns, like too many to count. Boots and Saddles. The Trail Beyond. No, yeah, I'm telling you, there's a lot. There should be a John Wayne section because he's done so many of these. And Roy Rogers as well. American West of John Ford. The Star Packer. You know, if I'm allowed to, I could play Western music in the background, but no. Right now I have the Western music from the scene Pee-wee's Big Adventure when he's running that bowl. So, aliens versus the Wild Wild West. Huh. Okay. Mixture of sci-fi and western, I can take that. Texas Wildcats. Phantom Ranger. The Return of Ringo. There goes Ringo. A pistol from Ringo. Day of Vengeance. Revenge. Western Cyclone. I feel like I'm going through this very fast for now. It's close to 3.5 minutes. Give you like 2 seconds to read these. You can just pause the video and just read them yourself. Buffalo Bill Jr. Dusty's Trail, King Frat. Blazing Justice. Vice Versa. Boss of Rawhide. The Brick House. Wait, is that it? Wow, it's 4 minutes. I guess I can go through a different section. This was very, very short. Now, here's something I'm going to probably add in. I don't know if I'm going to go through the whole thing or not. If you're interested, knowing what movies that are on Tubi that are not on Netflix, you could check these out. Like Knock Knock, Michael Bay's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Magic Mike XXL. I've never seen the first Magic Mike, so I can't say anything about the first one. There's Disaster Movie. Well, I wouldn't recommend it. That movie's awful. Kitchen Nightmares with Gordon Ramsay when he gets angry. That's not on Netflix. Who knows? By the time this, I'm actually filming this at a time when these movies are not on Netflix. If you see this video way later, some of these will probably be on there. But who knows? Got The Gringo with Mel Gibson, as well as Apocalyptical, whatever that one was. Rob Zombie's 31. Chris Evans' No One Lives. Frozen, that's the scary horror movie about these people being stuck on a ski lift. Southpaw with Jake Gyllenhaal, that one was very depressing. I remember Knowing, which is a good Nicolas Cage one, but the one movie that made me cry at the end. My Best Friend's Girl, we talked about that in the romantic one. Never seen that one, but I'm not much of a Dane Cook fan. Concussion with Will Smith. I'm not really into serious sports movies, but that was kind of a decent one I remember. Better Watch Out. I don't know what this one is. It's kind of like a remake of Black Christmas. I don't know. Chris Rock, Head of State. I don't know too much about that one. So you can see those. Like if you want to watch these movies on Tubi, they're not on Netflix. You can watch those. Hell's Kitchen. I guess this is the one where Gordon Ramsay gets really mad. The live-action version of Charlotte's Web. Oculus. It Follows. Stir of Echoes. Highlander. It Takes Two. Now that's a good one with the Olsen twins and Steve Guttenberg and Kirstie Alley. I don't see any of them doing that stuff much stuff anymore. Steven Guttenberg, I haven't heard from him in a long time. Dog the Bounty Hunter. Unsolved Mysteries. This is the original Unsolved Mysteries, I think, with Robert Stack. I never watched that. And the new version of Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix. But sad they don't put the original version on there. Maybe some point down the line they will, but I don't know. The show Duck Dynasty. Never watched an episode of it, believe it or not. Reign Over Me. I think I saw that. I don't remember it that well. Sam Sandler movie. The FBI Files. Don't know that one either. Some of these I heard of, some of these I haven't. The New Celebrity Apprentice with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And then, of course, there's Apprentice with Trump. There's the remake of The Bad News Bears with Billy Bob Thornton. The show Alf is on here. And, what's this? Eddie Griffin something before I go to sleep. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Maggie. I've seen that. Muppets Take Manhattan. Of course, that's one of the classic Muppet films. Only God Forgives. World Trade Center. I think I watched that a long time ago. It was at the point where they would make a lot of 9/11 movies. I think that was the one where they get, Nicolas Cage and you know about the World Trade Center 9/11. It's just basically them stuck underneath the buildings after they collapse the whole time. Donnie Darko, that's a creepy film. What Star Trek movie? Star Trek Generations. I think that's what the Next Generation cast, and William Shatner's in it. I don't know for how long. The show The Bachelor. Trespass with Nicolas Cage. Never seen that one. Deadfall. A Night in Old Mexico. Samuel L. Jackson movie. A lot of these I've not seen or even heard of. Nebraska, I heard about. Muppets from Space. That was like from 1999. I remember that movie. I even own it. Not one of my favorite Muppet films, but that one's okay. Akira, I've seen that. That's a beautifully animated movie, but very violent. Not for anyone under the age of 18. Mona Lisa's Smile with Julie Roberts. Never seen that neither. And there was another film with the same title that came out last year or something. Don't know too much about it. I'm just showing you, unless if you were interested in watching those movies, you can't find them on Netflix. This is where you can find them here for the meantime. But I'm a Cheerleader. That's the one Coulter would often talk about. Never seen that. Bronson with Tom Hardy. Another very dirty, not real dirty, but it's like 18 up. I only watched it once, and yeah, it's definitely R-rated. Some things are real dirty. VHS 2, that's very brutal too. Miss Meadows, the original Phantasm as well. The Missing Links, not The Missing Link, Missing Links. Don't know what that one is. The Firm from 2011. I don't know if that's a remake of Tom Cruise's The Firm. I don't know. And there's Hellraiser. There's a Moby Dick movie from 2009. Is that Gillian Anderson's name on there? On top? You can't see it, but I can read it on the poster title. And it's kind of weird because her character, Scully, mentions Moby Dick in one episode of The X-Files. And, if you watch The X-Files, you know what I'm talking about. Memento, the Christopher Nolan movie. I gotta be honest, that one was kind of confusing, but I'll watch it again at some point. The Simple Life, that show with the Hilton sisters, whoever. I actually never watched The Simple Life. That was not stuff I was watching then. The Ghost Rider, I've never seen that. I like Pierce Bronson. I gotta look at that one. There's Bernie. That was a decent Jack Black film. I watched it once. I can't remember what happens in that. Bradley Cooper's The Midnight Meat Train. Bubba Hotep. It's like how James Ross says it. Bubba Hotep. Bubba Hotep. Ginger Snaps, the horror film. Two Lovers with Walking Phoenix. Never heard of that one either. It's from, what year? It's from 2008. Whitebird and the Blizzard. Never heard of that. Never heard of any of these. Another Happy Day. Jackie Chan, Kung Fu Master. The Englishman, Brooklyn. One of the last Ron Williams movies. So sad. I never watched that movie, by the way, so I don't know. There's Sing Street and the first Reanimator. I hope that's the original. I don't think there's a remake of Reanimator. I don't know. There's Suspiria. And that Kristen Dunst movie. That's Kristen Dunst. Last time I there was somebody who I thought was Kristen Dunst, was Kristen Stewart. I should compare who's who. Thanks for sharing. Buffalo 66. Open Windows. Hobo with the Shotgun. Turbo Kid. Chris Evans Puncture. Never heard of that one. Jeff Who Lives at Home. Jackie Ryan. The Gray Zone. Catch Hell. There's a lot of films that are not on Netflix, on Tubi you can watch. Probably almost every one of them that's not on Netflix. And then this one, Season 4, I mentioned that a few times. Like, the guy on there looks like James Rolfe when he was young. And there's Judd. I don't know what that Season 4 is, by the way. Somebody he's never heard of. So if you heard of these ones, you can go to Tubi and watch them, like I said. Just a mixture of like comedies and kid stuff and TV shows. Life Itself, that Roger Ebert documentary, I still gotta watch that. The Wolf Pack. Pulse from 2001. Looks like some foreign horror film. Some Robert Pattinson film. I don't know what that is. Peacock. And I'm planning to do once I'm done with the browsing through Tubi movies thing, I'm going to be going through the Peacock browsing things just so I can show you what they have. Who knows? By the time, I get to that, some of these like real popular movies will be taken off Peacock. I'll get to it when I can, after I'm done with this. Grand Piano, never seen that. That was with Elijah Wood, I think. The Good Doctor, I thought it was that show, but apparently there's a movie starring Orlando Bloom from 2012. So far, I have not much to say. Welcome to Me, the Crystal Wake movie. Don't know too much about that one neither. Is there any I've seen here that I can recommend to you guys to watch? Sushi Girl. A bunch of these movies do have like weird titles, as I mentioned a lot. Way of the Gun. There's the Angry Vegan Nerd movie. Now that movie's definitely not on Netflix. Control Room, the comedy. Open Your Eyes. Blood. Beaver Falls. The Pitch. I'm just naming these titles up because half these I never heard of. Like majority of these I never heard of, but the ones I called out on, I just say, make sure the video's not mostly silent. Best Worst Movie. Now that's an interesting documentary about the popularity of the worst movie ever made, Troll 2. Even though I've never seen Troll 2, this is definitely an interesting documentary to watch. So, and Troll Hunter, and that's it's gone for 15 minutes, so I'm probably gonna stop now. So I'll catch you guys probably next weekend or so for part 9.